And we have some more breaking news coming in from the court. The Supreme Court has slammed Bihar government over the Muzaffurpur shelter home case. The top court has observed that every day girls are getting raped left, right and centre, and has asked why is it that the state of Bihar allow it to happen. Meenakshi Banja joining us on the phone line. Meenakshi, very strong words coming in from the top court, slamming the state government of Bihar, asking the government how did the state of Bihar allow this to happen for years?
Well, indeed, Urvashi, and this is coming at a time when Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar yesterday or just a couple of days back was conducting this press conference where he was purportedly downplaying all the concerns that were then expressed by opposition members. And today we have the apex court, no less, pulling up the Bihar government. One wonders what reply will Nitish Kumar have to these concerns now being expressed by the Supreme Court. Essentially, the Bihar government has come in for slamming at the hands of the apex court on these horrific rape instances that have been reported of minor girls from Muzaffurpur shelter home, Urvashi, like you correctly referred to. Essentially, the Supreme Court wanted to understand from the Bihar government as to why the credentials of these NGOs were not checked before giving state funds, because these funds involve public money. And of course, there was no due diligence that was conducted on the part of the state governments for years. These practices were continuing, and it was funded with the state government's money, which then again is also public money. So therefore, this has invoked the ire of the Supreme Court considerably. The Supreme Court has also been informed today that Muzaffurpur-based NGO is not the only NGO which is facing allegation of rape instances. In the social audit report of the NGOs, it has pointed out 15 such state-funded institutions in Bihar which are currently under scrutiny. So clearly, this is going to be very, very worrisome for the Bihar government, in particular Chief Minister Nitish Kumar today will find himself in a very acutely embarrassing position with these kind of observations that have come in. And I quote, why did the state of Bihar allow it to happen, unquote. Again, Supreme Court also observing that people pay taxes and state funds, and these shelter homes are provided with the state funds without even checking their credentials. Urvashi.
And this further puts the pressure on the government as well as the entire state machinery, isn't it, Meenakshi? Because, you know, the Chief Minister was being questioned for days. For nearly 12 days, he was absent. He had not acknowledged this incident. He had not come out with a statement. Only after the opposition and the massive outrage that followed this incident came to light did he make a statement. He said and he assured that investigation would be carried out fairly and squarely. But what we are seeing at this point in time, absolutely no senior top bureaucrats have been questioned, despite there being enough accusations being thrown towards certain names that perhaps there were involvements at the highest level. Even at this point in time, there is an indication which suggests that there are attempts of cover-up being made.
Well, absolutely, Rishi. This is a serious case which is causing acute embarrassment to Nitish government in Bihar. And for him, just a couple of days back, to have tried to at least downplay the opposition's concerns in the backdrop of these horrific rape charges that have emerged is something which he will do well to introspect on, because clearly today it is the role of the Bihar government that has come under the Supreme Court's radar. It has come under Supreme Court scrutiny, and we are bringing to our viewers the observations of the top court. The Supreme Court is anguished, and I quote, every day girls are getting raped left, right, center. This is the anguish which the Supreme Court is expressing, Urvashi. And alongside, the Supreme Court is also wanting to understand as to how could this happen directly under the nose of the Bihar government with state funds, with no social audit, with no knowledge of what is happening inside such premises, when the state itself was in charge of such shelter homes, which now, of course, have emerged as horror homes. And clearly, the arguments being advanced in the Supreme Court today, Bihar government has not even attempted to justify or argue its position in the face of the ire that the top court has been expressing. But going forward, it will be really interesting to watch what kind of a justification or even any semblance of explanation can the Nitish Kumar government come out with before the apex court.
Absolutely, Meenakshi. It will be, in fact, very, very interesting to see what is the response that the state government comes up with. But not only has the top court pulled up the state government and asked that why did the state of Bihar allow it to happen, there will be questions raised on why was a FIR lodged nearly 2 months after the TIS report came, and that is a pertinent question that is also going to be asked and is repeatedly being asked as to why was there an attempt to cover up this entire this entire thing that was going on in the state of Bihar, because the TIS report had clearly mentioned that there were certain girls missing from the original list of how many were there originally admitted in this particular shelter home, Meenakshi. But there was a clear delay in filing the FIR, which once again puts the Bihar government as well as the state machinery's role under this scanner as to why were not enough attempts made and why was no urgent action taken on those figures that were revealed in the TIS report.
Well, yes, Urvashi, these will be questions that will be asked going forward. Today, it was the turn of the Supreme Court to be informed that this is just this wasn't the only instance which is under scrutiny. The Supreme Court has wanted to understand as to why there has been no social audit report of such NGOs which are running such shelter homes across the state. And it has been informed today that in the state of Bihar, there are the Muzaffurpur shelter home is not the only one, but interestingly, there are 15 such state-funded institutions in Bihar which are under scrutiny. So that is the extent of the rot insofar as Bihar goes. And that is why they are finding it so difficult to explain. But here, what really merits a lot of introspection and debate perhaps is the attitude of the political class, Urvashi. That really needs deep introspection. Today, we have the Supreme Court really slamming the Bihar government. So obviously, Nitish Kumar will perhaps not have enough replies to that. But we saw, like you correctly referred to, the Chief Minister make a statement after much ado and upon so much demand and public pressure that was put on him, be that the Jantar Mantar rally with Tejasvi Yadav, Arvind Kejriwal, Rahul Gandhi, other opposition leaders joining in to press upon the Bihar Chief Minister to do more. And subsequent to that, we saw the attitude on display. There was clear downplaying of this horror home incident by Nitish Kumar. And today, the Supreme Court is really resonating these concerns. So it is time, perhaps the time is opportune for the Bihar government to really owe up to its lapses, acknowledge that things did not happen the right way, take responsibility, and only then can corrective measures be ensured.
Absolutely. Meenakshi Banja, we leave it at that. Thanks for joining in and getting us those inputs there.